Those alfalfa pills are a little hard to get down because they're so dry. They just kind of want to stay on the tongue. And you're just like, gulp. And then one was stuck in my throat, and I was like, wash it down, wash it down. Um, Definitely pills and capsules are a little bit easier to swallow because they're smooth. They just like, they get stuck in the water and they're like, bloop. But those alfalfa pills are a bit like, whoo. Um, but from my understanding, after this, actually, I think I might have them in the vitamin pack that I got from Shaklee, but you can also take just the alfalfa supplements, and it's just really good on the gut. It's just it's helps your microflora. So it's just really good for gut health. Because I know the lady that I got it from, she takes alfalfa supplements every day just to keep her gut in check. And this woman is she's about as old as my great aunt, so she's in her 80s. And it was so funny to hear her the other day when I went to the store, because she's got an actual Shaklee store, right? That, looks like a pharmacy. When you walk in, it's just like all the pill bottles and stuff. But she's like, oh, one of my customers came in today, and she's, you know, only in her 60s, but she considers herself an elder person. And I'm I'm sure it doesn't help that, like, in this country, people are really excited about getting their like old person discounts, and those usually start at like, gosh, age 55 or 60. And so I can see where it puts a mental like mark in your head of, oh, I'm an old person now. But she's like, some people are just, they think they're old and then they act really old. And I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then they end up dying younger because they've attached this elderly image of themselves on when they're so young. Whereas this lady, she's like, I don't think I'm that old at all. I mean, I get up every morning. I have, I got work to do. I get dressed and I'm just ready to start my day. And there's people out there to help. And I was just like, that's probably why you're just so like mobile and just like, she's just fascinating for being in her, mid 80s. And my great aunt is like that too. She's fascinates me too because it's all mentality. It's just like my great aunt, she's been dealing with some depression because pretty much all of her friends are dead at this point. But she's still fiery. And it's just like, I'm not ready to die yet. Those people were, I'm not. And she's still getting around everywhere. She's flying across the country to go to conferences and, still driving, going to the library, going to the university, hanging out with friends all the time. And, it's just like, it's just striking how like these women in their mid 80s can just be so like, just out there, no canes or anything. But then you see people in their mid 60s walking around with canes and like, well, when you get old. And it's just like straight up mentality. Like that is all in the brain, folks. You tell yourself you're young, you act young. You tell yourself you're old, you act old. That is a fact of life. That is probably why I'm going to be that way when I'm in my mid 80s, because in my mid 40s, I'm just like still pretending I'm like in my early to mid 30s, just like whatever, I can do whatever. Like despite the fact that I have a 4-year-old, I'm still like I can party. I can throw down with the 20-year-olds easily, right? Because that's how I was in my 30s. I could throw down with well, everyone thought I was in my 20s when I was in my 30s. So I'm sure people think I'm in my people do think I'm in my 30s now that I'm in my 40s. But it's mentality, folks. That's all it is. Just straight up mindset is all it is. You want to feel younger? Start telling yourself you are younger. Just easy as that, right? If you need any help with mental things, I am trained in that as well. So let me know. Just post below. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go now. Bye. Get more work done. Woo. With all this energy, it's unbelievable. Like the energy is just like through the freaking roof. And have I had any caffeine? Nope. Drinking my herbal tea. Good stuff. All right, bye.